For quite a number of years, I have had confusion on my exact reality. Um, um, so, Terry, me, there's just something not right about my reality, and I don't have any. I don't have any. Um, maybe one day he came up with the conception, hey, what if I'm like in a bubble and there's cameras? And he had this conception that explained his reality. What I need is some concept of what my reality is. You know what I mean? For Terry, I have zero conception of what my reality is. I don't know. The simplest thing is I'm a person who's on disability, and I drive around in my car, and I buy food, and I sleep in a campground, and once in a while I talk to a person in a store. I ask them for, I make a purchase of soda or something, buy some cigarettes. But then it starts getting strange. Why does the radio seem to talk to me? Like when I say stuff here in the when I talk to myself, the radio seems to respond. Now, perhaps I have to explain that when it responds, it's sort of like a sort of a code. What do I mean by that? When they say one thing, I interpret it as though they're speaking in code, speaking something else, and that something else is a response to what I just said. So, that's kind of the simplest thing. And then you start getting like the YouTube videos are popping up based on what I say here, like in the YouTube feed box, okay? And, the internet sites I go to are supposed to be somewhat comprehensive, and yet they look like a very, very tiny world. And when I walk the streets, I get a very vague sense that I'm not just some stranger, I get a very vague sense that I'm somebody that they're interacting with, like for example, a reality TV star or something. I get a vague sense, maybe that's what I am. Maybe I'm imagining it. So basically, it goes on and on and on. My whole reality is very confusing. I'm really, I don't really have a choice. Sometimes I think that as you mature, you just, they speak of heaven as a cloud. If you can imagine walking around on some crazy, like you look down and like it's fog, but somehow you're walking around. Maybe that's reasonable. I don't know. It's pretty weird. So there's always the desire to make it real, But after 20 years, it doesn't seem to get real, and the whole time there's been a verge of making it big. For the past 20 years, I've been like, oh, great. Now they're finally understanding that I have a space alien. The whole world will know. So, yeah, I'm really, let's just say I'm walking in the air, and somehow I'm floating way up in the air, and I have no idea what's under me. I mean, just imagine you're just like walking around up in like the sky or some crazy shit. You say, why am I walking around in the sky?